Are you feeling like a prisoner in your own life due to a narcissist's manipulation? This is your escape map to a life of freedom and self-respect. Get ready to embark on a mission to reclaim your independence. The time for liberation is now. 1. Educate yourself about narcissistic personality disorder. Understanding narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, is a crucial first step in escaping a narcissist's control. NPD is characterized by grandiosity, the need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. The narcissist's actions frequently result in manipulation, denigration, and emotional abuse for narcissistic abuse victims. However, as they gain more knowledge about NPD, they become better equipped to understand the motivations behind the narcissist's actions. 2. Seek professional help and therapy. Therapy offers trauma survivors a secure, accepting environment to work through their experiences. It enables them to process the complex emotional aspects of their experiences and deal with the long-lasting suffering, self-doubt, and confusion that frequently follow narcissistic abuse. Therapists assist survivors in regaining their self-esteem, developing healthy coping mechanisms, and identifying thought and behaviour patterns that may have contributed to the abuse cycle. Therapy also gives survivors validation, reassuring them that their struggles are not insignificant and that their experiences are real. This validation is especially crucial because narcissists are adept at using gaslighting to deceive victims into doubting their own perceptions. Therapy can help survivors regain faith in their instincts and feelings. 3. Build a support network. An effective tool in the narcissist toolbox is isolation. To keep control, narcissists frequently try to keep their victims away from their friends and family. It's imperative to escape this isolation, and creating a strong support system is one efficient tactic. This network could be made up of dependable friends, sympathetic relatives, or organisations that offer support to victims of narcissistic abuse. When victims reach out to their network of supporters, they not only receive emotional support, but also have their experiences validated. These allies promote a sense of community and belonging, which dispels the loneliness and self-doubt that the narcissist has fostered. The knowledge that they have people who support them and believe in their struggle for freedom gives them a tremendous sense of empowerment. 4. Create a safety plan. A well-thought-out safety plan can be a lifeline for people in risky situations involving narcissistic abuse. This strategy is crucial because narcissistic abusers occasionally escalate to physical violence or become more oppressive when they feel their power eroding. A safety plan may include several essential elements. First, it's crucial to record instances of abuse. If legal action is required, keeping a record of the dates, times, and details of abusive incidents can be essential evidence. Additionally, it can help victims maintain a clear understanding of the seriousness of the abuse. Knowing where to go for immediate assistance in an emergency is also extremely important. Victims should always have a list of emergency numbers on hand, including those for nearby shelters, hotlines, therapists, and reliable friends or family who can offer immediate support or a place to stay. This knowledge can create safety for those trying to escape a narcissistic abuser. 5. Set and enforce boundaries. When dealing with a narcissistic abuser, setting up definite boundaries is essential. Narcissists frequently transgress personal boundaries and invade their victims' emotional and psychological space. It's essential to establish boundaries and express them in an assertive and consistent manner if one wants to safeguard their mental and emotional health. For instance, if the narcissist uses insults or name-calling, the victim could set a boundary by declaring, "I will not tolerate name-calling. I'll stop participating in this discussion if you do it again." The enforcement of penalties for crossing boundaries is equally crucial. Victims must follow through with the repercussions, such as withdrawing from the conversation, leaving the room, or asking for support from their support network if the narcissist continues to transgress agreed upon boundaries. 6. Practice self-care. A narcissistic abuse victim's self-esteem and emotional well-being can be completely destroyed. Taking care of oneself is essential to undoing this harm. Giving one's mental, emotional, and physical health the utmost importance is a key component of self-care in order to facilitate healing and restore self-esteem. Regaining a sense of self-worth can be facilitated for survivors by engaging in enjoyable, stress-relieving, and empowering activities. Let's take exercise as an example. Exercise is an important self-care practice because it improves physical well-being, releases endorphins, and reduces stress. Regular physical activity helps improve self-esteem, lessen anxiety, and benefit the body. Meditation and mindfulness techniques can help with trauma reduction, regaining control over one's thoughts and emotions, and reconnecting with the inner self. 7. Develop an exit strategy. Developing a well-thought-out exit strategy is essential for anyone attempting to leave a narcissistic relationship. This strategy necessitates carefully taking into account a variety of different factors to ensure a seamless transition and, most importantly, safety. Many people begin by speaking with a lawyer, particularly when there are marriage-related issues, property disputes, or custody issues. One of the most pressing issues when leaving a narcissistic abuser is finding a safe place to stay. Victims should find a secure place to stay temporarily if leaving puts them in danger. This might entail contacting friends, relatives, or nearby domestic violence shelters. 8. Keep records. To be ready for future legal action or restraining orders, it's essential to document instances of abuse. Keeping track of abusive incidents enables victims to create a precise timeline that can be extremely useful if legal action is required. The documentation should contain dates, times, places, and thorough descriptions of events. This can include any form of abuse during the relationship, such as physical, verbal, threats, and more. Suppose victims pursue legal options such as obtaining a restraining order, battling for custody of their children, or defending joint property. In that case, these documents serve as verifiable proof of the abuse, helping them to make a compelling case. 9. Limit contact. Implementing a no-contact or low-contact strategy can be difficult because the narcissist might lash out in anger, guilt trip, or threat-like behaviour to regain control. But in order to reclaim one's autonomy and emotional health, it's an essential step. By refusing to participate in conversations or interactions that are not necessary, victims can assertively and consistently protect their boundaries. Victims can gradually break free from the narcissist's emotional control as contact decreases and start reclaiming their sense of self and focusing on their healing process. Limiting contact is an effective self-defense tactic and a crucial first step towards freedom from narcissistic abuse. 10. Rebuild self-esteem. A victim of narcissistic abuse may suffer severe harm to their sense of self-worth and self-esteem. When they leave these relationships, victims frequently feel unappreciated, helpless, and burdened by a paralyzing sense of inadequacy. Rebuilding self-esteem is a crucial step on the path to recovery and release from the psychological chains of narcissistic abuse. One of the best strategies for regaining self-worth is using positive affirmations. These are resolute claims that refute the narcissist's unfounded narrative. Repeating affirmations like, "I am enough just as I am," or "I am worthy of love and respect," can gradually change the internal dialogue to self-compassion and acceptance. 11. Educate loved ones. Family members who are not familiar with the dynamics of narcissistic relationships may find it difficult to comprehend the victim's situation, unintentionally escalating feelings of loneliness and self-doubt. This gap can be filled by educating them on the pernicious nature of narcissistic abuse, which will encourage empathy, support, and validation. Family members can better understand the psychological manipulation and emotional turmoil victims go through when they are informed about narcissistic behaviours. 12. Focus on future goals. Victims frequently lose sight of their own objectives and aspirations as a result of the narcissist's manipulation and control over them. Setting personal goals and aspirations becomes essential for ending this cycle. These objectives, which can be both short and long-term, can cover a variety of facets of life, including work, education, relationships, and personal development. A sense of direction and purpose outside of the narcissistic relationship can be found by setting and pursuing future goals. It enables survivors to assert their independence once more and give priority to their own wants and aspirations. 13. Practice no contact. Avoiding contact is a potent way to escape the narcissist's emotional control. In order to start healing and rebuilding their lives, survivors are able to create a secure and safe environment. The survivors reclaim their boundaries, emotions, and decision-making abilities by cutting off contact with the narcissist. The cycle of abuse and manipulation is also broken, allowing survivors to concentrate on their health and personal development. No contact is a crucial step towards healing and liberation, despite the fact that it can be difficult to implement and may cause the narcissist to react strongly. 14. Trust your instincts. Trusting one's instincts is among narcissistic abuse victims' most crucial coping strategies. Narcissists are expert manipulators who frequently make an effort to convince their victims that their feelings and thoughts are false or unjustified. They use strategies like gaslighting to make the victim doubt their own judgment. Even if the narcissist tries to downplay or invalidate their feelings, survivors should give themselves permission to trust their gut instincts. This self-trust is essential for reclaiming one's independence and value. 15. Legal action if necessary. Legal action is necessary to protect one's rights and interests when dealing with a narcissist who might use the legal system as a tool of control or manipulation. A lawyer can advise victims on the best course of action, help them navigate challenging legal processes, and if necessary, represent them in court. Involving legal experts can also give survivors a sense of security and empowerment. They feel more secure knowing that they have legal options at their disposal to defend themselves, and if applicable, their kids from further harm. You've taken the first step in breaking free from a narcissist's influence. What's next? Do you want to learn what to do when a narcissist turns people against you? Or discover 8 reverse psychology tools to make the narcissist fear you? Make your choice now and continue your journey to freedom. And remember, for more empowering content, please like, comment, and subscribe.